I'm Dan Stevenson, the Business Development Manager for Lloyds Bank International, based here in the Isle of Man, but servicing customers globally around the world, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. I've worked at Lloyds Bank for 24 years, and in that time I've seen consultants come and go, and the one thing they all have in common is that they tell you they're going to be able to get you to do more work with less people. Now, for me, the biggest difference working with Vanguard is that they've never made that promise. It's really noticeable how their aim is focused around the customer and what the customer wants.
I'm Peter Reid, and we're responsible for all of the international payments and also account opening and general servicing for our customers all over the world. The great thing about Vanguard is it actually focuses on customer value. What that means is that we've delivered some absolutely brilliant results, particularly around our net promoter scores, where we've seen some huge improvements, but more importantly in reducing down the demand that you don't actually want, which is the failure demand. And that means that when the customers call us, we deal with things without handoffs and straight away, and that has seen some fantastic results.
We started in 2012 in our contact centre, and in what I now know as the model for check, we got lots of knowledge and information. We realised we were going to get 900,000 phone calls that year. We realised that actually 24%, or 1 in 4, was going to be customers asking to make a payment or what's going on with their payment. We realised the second biggest demand was I want to open an account. But more importantly, we learned that up to 35% of the phone calls that we were resourced up to take were going to be called failure demand. As customers ring in to tell us that we've not done something, or we've not done something right, or we've done it too slowly, and that's where the real opportunity lies. Now, I could talk for hours about what we did in both account opening and payments, but just to give you some key statistics there. We've managed to take the account opening from what it was back then, an average of 19.6 days for the customer from wanting an account to getting one open on the system. It was day 35 by the time that they were registered for Phone Bank and had access to their account, and it was day 51 by the time any money was in that account. But not surprisingly, only 46% of those customers went ahead and put money into their accounts. Where we are today is that we can open an account now in 38 minutes. And part of that initial contact in 38 minutes, we can give them access to the telephone banking and take money to pay into that account. With regards to payments, equally, we realised that we were imposing cut-off times for customers, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, depending on what payment type it was, and that was to allow us to get the money out the door the same day. We realised, using the Vanguard methodology of what's important to customers, it's now possible to do all payment types with a much bigger window for the payment to go out the same day, all the way up to 4 o'clock.
Hi, my name is Adam Menton, and I'm a Service Excellence Manager for Lloyds Bank International in the Isle of Man. I was able to apply this methodology to my day job, managing a team in a servicing centre. We changed our thinking, and we looked at customer demands, and we focused on our customer value, and we understood what we were there to do in customer terms. As a result of this, we were able to transform our business. We moved away from the traditional functional, standardised setup and moved towards a first touch capability. We were able to deal with customer demands at first point of contact. Some of the results we've seen as a result of working with Vanguard and bringing to life those values into our business were we've seen a reduction in complaints. Our end-to-end times reduced significantly. We removed any handoffs and waste from our processes, which added no customer value. Our NPS score historically was in the minuses. I think it was -10. We managed to get it to a point where it's at +24, which we didn't think was possible at the time. And more recently, our NPS scores have reached +60. We managed to reduce operational costs, and we increased colleague morale. Our most recent colleague engagement scores were one of the highest performing teams in the wealth business. We were able to do all this by focusing on one thing, the customer.
What we've also since discovered is that this year we're now on track just to receive 600,000 phone calls into the contact centre. So that 35% of failure demand has certainly been eaten into, and what we've got now is customers ringing us to actually do what they want to do, not to complain because something's gone wrong.
I'm really happy with the results and what we've been able to achieve over the last 4 years, and long may it continue.
So for me, what I would say is work with Vanguard, understand their methodology. It is very different to your traditional consultancy firm. They are very much focused on the customer, and we've seen that in our results from the first year I worked with them through to this year and hopefully into the future.
Really pleased with Vanguard, and certainly we'll be working with Vanguard over the coming years as well.